Hello everybody, Curious Corduroy here, and that mysterious Capcom countdown timer has finally expired, revealing what we all thought we were going to see, and that is Street Fighter 6. Before we break down that trailer, you can click the like and subscribe button if you like what you hear. If you don't, you can click dislike too. No hard feelings. So last night at the end of the Capcom Cup Finals, we were treated to two surprises, one being Street Fighter 6, which is what we're going to get into first, and following the Capcom Fighters Collection. So starting with Street Fighter 6, we finally got a preview of what this game is going to look like, and wow, is it gorgeous. Now, it hasn't been confirmed yet, but we're all pretty much under the assumption that this game is using the RE engine, which is an incredibly powerful engine that's powered the Resident Evil series for the past couple years, as well as Devil May Cry 5. And visually, this is looking pretty stunning. It's looking somewhere in the realm of a Tekken 7, as well as something like Devil May Cry 5 or even the Resident Evil games. It feels like they're starting to move towards a more hyper-realistic visual setting for the Street Fighter series, which is a really nice welcome change. I personally never really cared for the way Street Fighter 4 or 5 looked. I don't think they look bad, because there are moments where those games look beautiful. But overall, I was just never a really big fan of the art style. It at times was just kind of weird looking. But seeing this is absolutely really astonishing. Like, just on a graphics level, this is clearly an in-engine teaser, but seeing some of the stuff that we're seeing is impressive. Seeing Ryu, who is now old man Ryu with his beard, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of got some of those Giga Chad vibes when I first saw Ryu. He is a thick, wide man. Holy crap. I knew Ryu was always a thick guy, but he was thick with like one C. Ryu is now thick with at least two C's, bordering on a third. This man is yoked, and seeing the demonstration in this teaser of him flexing his back muscles and seeing all the individual muscles on him move and the sweat, you can see pores, you can see scars, he was scrunching his toes. This is all incredibly impressive stuff, and it really showcases just how amazingly powerful the RE engine actually is. And other than Ryu, we got a peek at Luke, who actually looks really cool in this teaser. Now, I was never a big fan of the way Luke looked in Street Fighter 5. He had this really weird kind of blonde hair that didn't quite suit him. His body looked like a weird piece of meat. Again, a lot of that is attributed to the art style of those games. He just looked kind of funky. But seeing him in this teaser, I actually think he looks pretty cool now. He's got a bit of a makeover and a redesign. He no longer has that really bright blonde hair from what we can tell. He's got a new outfit. You can also see some scars on him. He's clearly battle hardened, but he looks cooler, and it's just easier to root for this guy now because of his makeover, honestly, which I know sounds really shallow, but he looks really cool. And just from that brief little bit of teaser we got, he's got a lot more personality to show, and I'm really interested to see how they approach Street Fighter 6 from a roster standpoint, because the vibe I got from this trailer is new generation Luke versus the OGs Ryu. So I'm pretty sure we're going to eventually see Sagat, Ken, Chun-Li. Oh my god, what is Cammy going to look like in RE engine? We've got people thirsting over Cammy already. Imagine how she looks in RE engine. That's going to be amazing. But I'm also really interested to see what are the newer cast members going to look like. Are we going to get a half and half roster where it's OGs and new characters, or is Luke kind of going to be the only new guy, on the block? I would fully expect to see more characters that are new, not just Luke. So I think we're going to get that. This trailer is beautiful. This engine it's a very simple trailer, and I kind of wish we got a little bit more. I know this isn't gameplay, but it would have been really cool if we could have seen at least 20, maybe 30 seconds of these guys going at it and fighting. It doesn't even need to be official gameplay footage. Just do like an intro cinematic where Ryu and Luke are trading blows and somebody's about to get the upper hand, and then it cuts to the very ending of that trailer where we see kind of an homage to Street Fighter 4 with that watercolor ink style, graphical style, if you will, where all these different really beautiful colors pop up for Luke, and then we get to Ryu and it's like the classic black and white, and that freeze frame of him in that black and white, he looks fierce. He looks so cool. And again, it would have been really nice to see some fighting, even if it was just like a choreographed scenario. It also would have been really cool to see some other characters, like what's Sagat gonna look like now? If Ryu is as wide as a bus, imagine how Sagat is gonna look. That dude is massive. What's Akuma gonna look like? Is he still gonna look like some weird human demon lion hybrid. Chun-Li, Cammy, Ken, poor Ken, for the better part of a decade. Ken has not looked great in these Street Fighter games. I'll give him a little bit of a pass in Street Fighter 4 because that was the first time we were seeing him in that kind of 3D setting, 2D, 3D setting. But in Street Fighter 5, this man is on life support. He's got the banana hair, he's got that weird face. Some people kind of compare him to like Owen Wilson, which, not a knock on Owen Wilson, but Ken just has not looked great. His best appearance actually within the past 10 years was in Super Smash Brothers. So hopefully they do Ken some justice. I hope they do enough to his character model to have him look differentiated enough from Ryu. Ryu can be that big, thick boy, while Ken can be maybe a little bit leaner, a little bit lighter, a little bit faster and flowier. Again, this was a really, really quick teaser. They flashed us the logo. I'm not quite feeling the logo. A lot of people are saying it's kind of got that esports UFC vibe to it, which it really does. It's not the best looking logo, but what I do appreciate about it is that it is different. As much as I like that old Street Fighter logo, this teaser, this logo reveal, this to me is Capcom saying, we're taking Street Fighter into a new era. We're leaving Street Fighter 4 and 5 of old behind, and we're entering into this new dimension, this new era of Street Fighter. This is what you can expect to see from us, and I really hope that they put money into this game, give it a good budget. It's going to be really interesting to see how these hyper-realistic characters look, fighting it out, how our Hadouken's going to look, how our special move's going to look. Is it going to look weird and kind of, I can't think of the word at the moment, but is it going to kind of look weird? Because we're so used to Street Fighter having that cartoony look, and doing Hadoukens and Shoryukens and all these special moves fits that cartoony world. So is it going to kind of clash with the more realistic tone that they're going for? We don't really know, but all in all, we're going to get more information later this year in the summer, but I would expect them to trickle out some info here and there along the way to get people hyped. And again, we'll end this video with the Capcom Fighters Collection, which is including 10 games. I believe 4 or 5 of them are actually Darkstalker games, which is really cool. We're going to get some Street Fighter in there. We're going to get some Puzzle Fighter. They're all going to have ranked lobbies as well as player lobbies, but the biggest thing is rollback netcode. All 10 of these games that were announced for this collection will have rollback netcode, which is really nice. And I'm really, really hoping that that is also an indicator that Street Fighter 6 will have rollback netcode from the jump as well. So that's the video. Thank you guys for listening. I really would love to hear what you guys think of this graphical style that they're going for with Street Fighter, because it's sort of reminiscent with Tekken 7 and some of the RE Engine stuff we've seen from Devil May Cry and Resident Evil. Are you guys a fan of the direction they're going, or would you have preferred that they had maybe stayed with the alpha type setting where it's this really beautiful 2D anime art? I would very much love to hear your guys' thoughts. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. Again, if you like the video, you can click like, you can subscribe if you want to hear more, or you can just hit dislike if you don't like what you heard. But I will see you guys in the next video.